Hello everyone, it's Vanessa, the homeschool narrowboat teacher here. I'm just waiting for Zephyr, my Labrador, to hurry up so we can begin our Right to Learn today. We're going to be using explanation skills. So come on Zeph, quickly, it's time for everyone's right to learn. Well, this is part 3 in the reading comprehension lesson, and today we're going to be looking at the explanation skill. So first of all, I'm going to show you a picture, which is one of the illustrations that my mother-in-law Diane Thomas has done, and it's related to chapter 2 of the book Zephyr the Narrowboat Dog Stories. When I show you this picture, all I want you to look at is what you think is going on. So explain what is happening, but look really carefully at all the visual clues. So try to form the idea of what's happening using all of the visual clues around you. Okay, so you have a look at the picture and then you're going to come back to me afterwards. Enjoy! Look carefully at everything you can see in this picture and then try to explain in your own words what you think is happening. So I think the two characters on the bank are friendly because they're both smiling and they seem to be trying to help or talk to the little duckling in the water. And the whole thing takes place by the canal, so the ropes pointed out by the black arrow must be attached to something like a boat. So that's what I think's happening. So how did you get on? It doesn't matter if you didn't get all of the clues. If you got some of them, that's a really good start. Now you're going to use your explanation skills to have a look at a piece of text. So I would like you to read it first. Now the point that you are going to take the piece of text from, what has happened before that is Grandma and Zephyr have found a tiny little duckling all by itself in the water. Now Grandma, being the kind and lovely person that she is, has decided that she will find a shelter for the duckling on the boat, just whilst they've moored there for a couple of days, just to keep the duckling safe. And Zephyr has become friends with the duckling, so she will look after her too. And Zephyr has discovered that this duckling has been orphaned because a fox has come in the middle of the night, and well, I'll leave the rest to your imagination. So the part you're going to read, Grandma has found a little basket that the duckling is going to stay in, and she's just telling the duckling about it. So as you're reading, think, what's going on? Why is this happening? When is it happening? The 5 W's, who, what, when, where, why. And try to get as much information from what you've read in the short part of text that I'm about to show you as you can. Then come back to me and we're going to do a question together. Okay? Pause the video and take your time reading this piece of text, looking for as many clues about what is happening as possible. Right, let's have a look at our question then. So our question is, explain what Zephyr's idea is. So remember, R and R, you and you, now follow what you have to do. You have to read the text, read the question, that's your R and R, and we've just done those two things. Now we have to underline and understand what to do. So if I'm underlining, I have to explain what Zephyr's idea is. So this is linked to Zephyr, and I need to put into my own words by reading what I have just read, going back to what I've just read, what Zephyr's idea is. So now I understand from my underlining, these are the 2 bits I need to focus on. Then I have to follow what I have to do. Well, explanation skills are just like inference skills, really. I have to find the evidence from the text, and I have to have an idea, my own idea, about what the question is about. So Zephyr's idea comes right at the end of that piece of text, doesn't it? It links to what she wants to do in order to help friendship with her problem. So I'm going to go back to that now, and I'm going to find other evidence around that idea so I know exactly what it is that Zephyr is going to do to help friendship. So I'm going to look for the word idea, and I'm going to look for the keyword Zephyr to see if they're in the piece of text. So let's have a go at this together. Right, so I'm looking for the keyword Zephyr. I found a Zephyr in the first paragraph, but that doesn't relate to any idea that she's having. But right down at the bottom, it says Zephyr spotted the dilemma. And so what she then decides to do is go into the water and ask the duckling to climb on her head. So that's her idea. And if I look just above the idea, it shows me what the problem is that she needs to have the idea about. Look. The duckling could not see, for she was too small to fly up from the water. So now I've got all my information. What I need to do is go back to my question and explain it all in my own words. So Zephyr's idea is to help the duckling get out of the water by swimming out to her, letting the duckling jump onto her head and then carrying her back to the boat. To check I have explained correctly, I go back to what I've underlined. Have I explained Zephyr's idea? All of this is about Zephyr's idea, and I've used all of the clues in the text to help me. I haven't just made it up, and that's really important. You only ever use the clues that you have read to form your explanation. Pause the video here and read the next part of the story. Then, following on from this, will be a series of questions using explanation skills about this piece of text. So make sure you read it carefully. So here are 3 explanation questions for you to try. Now it's time to mark your answers. Look carefully and see how you got on. Remember, they don't have to be exactly the same as my answers. They just have to be based around the same idea using the evidence from the text. On our walk today, Zephyr and I discovered this strange little dwelling in a tree. And that gave us an idea for Zephyr's Learning Lab. So come on, let's see what's in the Learning Lab today. Zephyr would like you to explain who you think lives here. You could make your characters out of salt dough or just draw them. Then why not write a short story all about them? Well done everybody, you've worked so hard today, and look, Zephyr's worn herself out too. If you enjoyed this video, please can you click on the thumbs up button? And why not click on the subscribe button too? It's all free and you won't miss out on the next lesson then. Take care until next lesson.